offers the perfect blend of adventure, culture, history, and of course, miles of beaches. Today, we're going to explore the beautiful island of Sicily with our friend and partner, Filippo Marungio, sales manager at Belmond Hotels. Filippo, thanks for joining us. We have a lot to cover, but let's start with a unique set of activities that clients can experience on the island. What are some of your favorites?
Well, first of all, Juan, thank you for having me, and a pleasure to be presenting you some of the most incredible properties that we have in our portfolio, which are located in Taormina. But to answer your question, Sicily is a very special island in general. It is a very large island, so full of activities, including some of my favorites, which are excursions to visit and trek, actually, the Etna volcano, which is the largest volcano in Europe, or exploring the wonderful Mediterranean Sea by boat, which is something one must do when visiting Sicily in general, but Taormina specifically, because our resort is just right next to the waters of the Mediterranean. So those, I would say, are two of my favorites, the Etna volcano, and as well visiting the Aeolian Islands by boat, which is really
right. So you take a private charter, and then I think the other thing for history and culture buffs, I mean, the island has been, because of this location, there's been lots of different people who've landed. So you have Greek amphitheaters, you have Rome, you have Baroque, you have this amazing architecture blend within the island that people can really enjoy as well.
Absolutely. The island was conquered, right? And occupied, let's say, over the years by Greeks and, as you said, by Arabs as well. So you have all of those influences in one Mediterranean island, in this case, Sicily, and it's very special. You mentioned culture. There are plenty of options to explore some of the most incredible places, like the Baroque town of Noto, Noto, which is a spectacular place to visit. And it's very close to Taormina, actually, a little bit more than half an hour driving distance. So all of these places are very, very special in terms of activities and culture. Sicily has a lot to offer.
Right. So for like a family or a couple with lots of different type of things that they like to do, you can really, hit that bucket list of all those things. But Belmond's Italy collection is timeless. And you guys are blessed with two properties in Taormina. Let's first start with the beachfront property, Villa Andrea. Why do people fall in love with this seaside escape?
Absolutely, and this is a very special hotel because its story began actually as a private mansion, a privately owned house, right? And it was then transformed into a luxury hotel. So the homely feeling that we kept in this property really stands out as well these days, and this is what our clients appreciate, our guests appreciate very much. The fact that we still maintain that atmosphere of coziness of a private home, and of course what stands out from all the features of the property is that vicinity with the Mediterranean. So the most beautiful thing is actually waking up with opening your the windows of your suite or of your room and just being so in contact with the Mediterranean, which is right there. So you go to sleep with the sound of the waves. If that's what you want from your holiday in Sicily, the Villa Sant'Andrea is absolutely the perfect choice. And you have as well this wonderful private beach, which is right next to the main body of the hotel, with also private cabanas for extra privacy, which come with service, personalized service there. So it's really a retreat, a beautiful feeling of a home with a private beach. That's what Villa Sant'Andrea is.
That feeling of being home. I mean, you guys reimagined this maybe 2 or 3 years ago. The hotel was renovated. All of the rooms and buildings are literally located on this private seaside bay. So tell us a little bit about what people can expect of the 71 rooms and suites that you guys have to offer here along the seaside.
100%. So the fact again that you are so close to the sea is a determining factor. Of course, if you like that kind of atmosphere and location, of course, from a property, right? But what I can really mention about especially the junior suites and suites of the hotel have recently been renovated. I would say 2 years, some 3 years ago, with the same or similar style in this case, which is a fresh, contemporary, quirky as well, yet at the same time traditional in some elements, because the textiles and the colors really reflect the location of the hotel. Since we are so close with the sea, we couldn't have darker colors, right? But a very nice and lovely blend of fresh and bright colors in all the suites and the rooms. So you will be welcomed by this freshness, of course, and the 90% of our accommodations have actually the sea view and the balcony. So it really is a seafront, a true seafront resort. That's what you can expect as well from all these rooms at the Villa Sant'Andrea.
And then, I mean, I think there's, I think throughout the property also there's little nooks and crannies where people can go and relax, and there's lounges
Exactly.
and places to kind of feel like you're at home.
Exactly. This is one of my favorite images, actually, because it's one of the lounges of the hotel, and it really conveys to you that sense of a private home. And that's, again, I go back to that first thought. That's why our guests love to be here and love the feeling of this property, because first of all, you have those, again, always incredible views over the colors of the Mediterranean, even from indoor, right? But really that cozy atmosphere is throughout all the property, and especially here in the lounges.
And the windows to the sea, they look like pictures, but then all of a sudden you do a double take and it's actually
Exactly. They look like oil on canvas, right? Oil on canvas. That's what they look like.
We do send a lot of couples over to you folks. It is a family resort as well, but it's a very romantic resort. There's a few different experiences that you put together, for families and couples as well.
Absolutely. One of my favorite is really the traditional fisherman's boats that we can rent for our guests, and for a romantic aperitif in front of the bay of the hotel, really with soft lights, right, and a lovely wine from the Etna volcano. It's very spectacular, very romantic, and as you said, it's not only really suitable for honeymooners and couples in general, but really for families as well, because we have plenty of activities too for children of all ages, and so it is very suitable as well for that. But for sure, this image conveys a lot of what we can do in terms of romantic experiences for couples.
And so, just only a mile away, a short transfer up the hill, you have the beautiful Grand Hotel Timeo. It really is, a slice of old world travel. Tell us a little bit about what the main differences are between staying at the Seaside Escape and the Grand Hotel Timeo.
Well, absolutely. Grand Hotel Timeo is really a grand dam. Grand Hotel Timeo is a grand, right, hotel, meaning that you will have that feeling of a palace, but a Mediterranean one. So again, it's going to be airy and fresh and really sumptuous in that sense, but you're going to have that palace feel when you are staying at the property. And really, you said it correctly, the two hotels are just 1 mile away from door to door. We have a complimentary shuttle taking our guests from one property to the other. And this is really the beauty of booking and staying in these properties, because you can enhance your experience by actually enjoying both hotels' facilities. And that's one of the most special things. Actually, we were talking about this one before starting the conversation here. I normally suggest a longer stay in Sicily because there is so much to do in terms of experiences and activities, but also you have two hotels which you can enjoy. So if you stay at Grand Hotel Timeo, you can then enjoy the private beach at the Villa Sant'Andrea and just enhance your experience and your stay fundamentally. But the views from this property are really what inspires our guests to stay the most. You have that frontal view of the Etna volcano, and you have the Bay of Naxos on your left, which is actually the Mediterranean, right? So it's really an inspiring view, and it's the most comprehensive panoramic view that you can have from any property in Taormina these days.
Yeah, and I think the other thing about, it's a different type of stay also because you're in town, right? So you are walking distance to the cafes, to the shops, and this amazing Greek amphitheater. Tell us a little bit about the town and some of the things that people might be able to do, steps from the entrance of this grand dome.
Absolutely. You highlighted a very important difference between the two properties. So while Villa Sant'Andrea is seafront, private beach residence, right? Grand Hotel Timeo is really immersed in the culture and in the essence of the village. We are on the main road, at the end of the main road of Taormina, where all the shops, the cafes, the stores are, the little restaurants, traditional restaurants are. So this is a great option if you want to have that village feel as well when you walk outside your hotel and you walk to the cafe, to your favorite shop. So that's really the feeling that you're gonna get here. And of course, you mentioned correctly the Greek amphitheater, which is, the spectacle of Taormina itself. Is one of the icons of the island, and it's a 2,000-year-old original Greek amphitheater. So to go back to those origins, right, with the Greeks when they were actually inhabiting Sicily. So really there at that arena, you have the most incredible performances tend to be over the summer period, especially towards the end of the summer as well. You have the best shows normally, and really the great period to visit is from end of August, September as well is a great month to see those performances. Normally those are the months where they are held at the theater itself, and it's a very spectacular experience from the Timeo because you're just next to it itself.
And again, it's a very unique location, this wonderful classic hotel. And, and we're talking a little bit about the style. The style is definitely more, classic, high ceilings, airy. Tell us a little bit about the rooms and some of your favorite features from them.
Absolutely. So the rooms are, as you, again, very correctly mentioned, they really are and differentiate itself from the Villa Sant'Andrea because we have seen the freshness and the color palette of the Villa Sant'Andrea. Here we are seeing more of a classic, again, palazzo style, traditional Sicilian palazzo style, which is with a lot of those golden colors and a lot of wood around the room and the suites of the property. Here we're looking actually at one of our executive junior suites with these incredible high ceilings. And to be honest, most of our rooms, I would say 90% of the inventory has high ceilings. So because you find yourself in this original palazzo, Sicilian palazzo. So we couldn't change that. We would not change that, of course. But you have those incredible views over the Bay of Naxos and as well then the Etna volcano. So that's really what differentiates here. You find more classic style of hospitality as well in terms of design of the rooms.
And one thing that we kind of scrolled through, each property does have a pool. You obviously have the pool with this amazing view for cocktails or with the kids. In Sant'Andrea, you also do have a seaside pool right next to the sea as well. So for those people who like the beach and the pool, you're very well taken care of in both properties as well.
Absolutely, both hotels with the pool and both hotels really have that possibility of inspiring your stay in a different way. Again, one being seafront and with a private beach, and the other one with those incredible views. So really, again, I stress the concept of enjoying both properties, knowing that you have both hotels just 1 mile away and being able to use the facilities of both properties, including, of course, the spas and all the facilities of the hotels, but really makes a big difference in terms of adding value to your holiday.
And I think the one last thing that Belmond, Italy always does amazing is culinary. I mean, I can just, I haven't been to this property in particular, but, sitting out here, enjoying your culinary experiences has to be very, very special and unique. Tell us a bit about what you're concentrating on the culinary aspects of the hotels.
Absolutely. Yep. So first of all, the fact that you are located in this terrace with those views, you have, Juan, you have certain
Yeah,
moments that and certain stays that actually stay with you, right,
yeah,
for a lifetime.
yeah,
And actually, Grand Hotel Timeo and several of other hotels,
yeah,
if not all, really grant you that kind of sensation and that kinds of feeling. So being here in this property with those views really allows you to be on a kind of on a dreamy atmosphere
yeah,
throughout your holiday, and it's again, we focus very much on that, of course, on the location, and we focus on the ingredients, and we focus on the seafood, which is the star ingredient, of course, of and the star product, right, produce of the land. And actually, so we also have a one Michelin star restaurant at Grand Hotel Timeo, and a more, let's say, informal, casual, chic restaurant at the Sant'Andrea because you're by the sea, right? So you have again those options in terms of dining facilities and dining scene, which really makes your stay even more varied, right?
yeah.
So that's how I would define the two restaurants as well.
And I think there's one. I think you touched about it. I think we touched upon before. I mean, this is just an iconic view, an iconic place. But one thread across all the Belmond Italy collection is really about these views, the ability to just kind of be able to immerse yourself and look at these dreamy views, whether it's in Portofino, in Tuscany, in the Amalfi Coast, or in Venice. You have this just iconic hotels with these amazing views. It's an amazing collection that Belmond has been able to put together. So we love working with you.
Absolutely, as we love working with you for sure. But one thing I just want to add as well that you're going to find in all of these properties, Juan, and you know it well, is the quality as well of the staff,
Yeah.
because majority of our senior staff has been with Belmont and with these particular properties as well that we have in Italy for over 15 or 20 years. So I can assure you, of course, and you know it well, that that's going to make a huge difference for anybody's stay, because the experience and the allure and the know-how of these people really enhances. So really not just about the location and the views, but also together with the team, with the know-how of the team, really makes a very special difference for our guests. And we're very proud of that as well.
Well, Filippo, we really appreciate all your time and your partnership. We do love being part of the Belmond Bellini travel agency club, where clients get some amazing amenities, and obviously, we have access to you and our other friends across the hotel. So we really appreciate your time, and we hope to see you soon.
Well, thank you, Juan. Thank you for being our partners. It is our honor, of course, to partner with you, and our pleasure always to welcome your discerning travelers in our properties. So thank you, and hope to see you soon in person.
See you soon.